This is Ian Cameron for Pub Sports Radio, and we are back with the NHL Play of the Day. That's right. These are the videos that I was recording for Pub Sports Radio on a daily basis prior to the pandemic. I was giving you an NHL Play of the Day, and now we are on the eve of the resumption of NHL hockey, and we're going to get back into the flow and rhythm every day starting today. NHL Play of the Day. Best bet from me here at Pub Sports Radio. We're looking at the games taking place on Saturday, August the 1st. We're going to go to the nightcap for my first play of the day with the NHL getting back in play. It's the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Calgary Flames in Game 1 of their best 3 of 5 qualifier play-in series. The price for Game 1 is Calgary minus 115 to minus 120. The total 5.5 shaded to the over. I've mentioned in a previous video talking about this Winnipeg-Calgary series that I like Winnipeg in the series. I just think they have more depth offensively with all 4 lines. They have the more trustworthy goaltending situation with Connor Hellebuck over David Riddick and Cam Talbot. Connor Hellebuck's had a Vezina Trophy type season. That's why he's nominated for the Vezina Trophy as the best goaltender in the NHL this year. And the Calgary Flames have not had much recent playoff success. They're going to have to show it to me in this series before I can trust them. And in terms of my recommendation here for Game 1, I definitely lean Winnipeg, but I'm actually going to go with the total for the official first play of the day with the return with the NHL from this Winnipeg-Calgary game. I'm going to recommend Winnipeg-Calgary over 5.5 minus 120. And here's why. Winnipeg, to me, with 4 lines that can score against a Calgary team that defensively going to be without Travis Hamonic, who I think is their best shutdown defenseman. I think it's going to show in this series, including here in Game 1. And I actually went back and looked at the Calgary game logs back in February, which is the last period of time when Travis Hamonic was out of the lineup and missing for the Calgary Flames. In the first 10 games with him absent out of the lineup during that time, Calgary Flames trended 9-0-1 to the over. That's 9 overs, no unders, and 1 push in the first 10 games with him out of the lineup due to injury. What that tells me is this is a Calgary Flames team that simply didn't defend as well without him. They didn't get the saves. They didn't keep the goals against down. The goals against numbers went up. The penalty killing got worse without Travis Hamonic. And now you're facing, again, a Jets team that can throw 4 lines that are all capable of getting on the scoreboard. Patrick Laine, Mark Scheifele, Blake Wheeler, and company Kyle Connor, going to be very dangerous for them to stop. And I think Winnipeg in this game can get 3 goals minimum. But at the same time, I do think Calgary, knowing that this is Game 1 of a new playoff season, that this is going to be their opportunity, and I expect them to come out really storming Winnipeg because they know last year they were embarrassed. They were sort of passive in terms of the way they played. So from a gameplay and a style of play type of standpoint for this first game, I'd expect Calgary to kind of play into Winnipeg's hands a little bit. Try to get the offense going, be a little bit more aggressive, maybe pinch at the blue line with your defenseman if you have to. I think Calgary's going to really have an onus to try to get off to a good start in not only this series, but this game in particular. And with that, I'd expect them to maybe take a little bit more of an aggressive approach offensively. I was kind of surprised, and I understand why the total's 5.5, but still, you don't always get totals this low in an NHL game, especially with an offense that's capable of Winnipeg. And Calgary can be a good offensive team. The question is, can Sean Monahan, Johnny Gaudreau, and Matthew Tkachuk get past the inconsistency they had at times this season and really play up to a high level? A lot of the times it was Michael Backlund, Elias Lindholm, Andrew Mangiapane, some of the other forwards for Calgary that had to pick up the offensive slack. But if they get those big 3 players that I mentioned going, Calgary should be able to find the back of the net, even against a goalie the caliber of Connor Hellebuck, who's had a great season. So Game 1, I'm going to take advantage. And again, the Travis Hamonic injury trend is in place. 9-0-1 the first 10 games to the over for Calgary the last time he was injured and out of the lineup. And I think we get enough goals to squeak over the total in this game at a value-laden number. So my first NHL play of the day for Pub Sports Radio for Saturday, August 1st. It's going to be Game 1, Winnipeg, Calgary, over 5.5, -120. That'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with another Pub Sports Radio NHL play of the day for Sunday's action. Check out pubsportsradio.com every day for great sports content. I'm Ian Cameron. Thank you for watching. Good luck with all of your wagers, and we'll see you next time for another NHL play of the day video.